There, this is Murali, your happiness coach. I'm just going to wait for some more time for a few of my friends to join. And if you're joining this Facebook Live, which I'm going to do it for next 30 minutes, and I have no idea what to speak, but I'm just going to keep it open for question and answer session. Either it can be on leadership, on money making, or happiness. Okay. So if you have just joined, just click and just say who you are and where are you from. Just put your name and the city where are you from. And then first 2 minutes we'll keep that as a virtual networking time, and just keep sharing where are you from, and if you have any questions you want me to answer, just post the question and I will answer in this 30-minute absolute casual talk. I have no idea, I don't have any agenda to speak. Maybe whatever that comes from my mind I will be speaking today. But in the meantime, if you guys have any interesting question, just put the question forward and I will put the question also on the screen. For example, we have Mitran who says that it's nice to see. Okay. So for example, Mitran, thank you very much Mitran, good evening. And Sneha, okay, Sneha, thank you. I'm fine, very good, fantastic. How are you, Snehal? Thank you very much. Okay. So Geeta, this is Geeta from Bangalore. Thank you for joining, Geeta. So I'm just going to keep for the first 1 minute as a virtual networking time. You guys just share who you are. Kelly, hi Kelly, how are you? From Singapore, good to see you. Okay, so if you guys have anything specifically, any specific question, please do share with me your question. Okay, so I'm going to start this after 2 minutes or 3 minutes maximum. So I'm going to wait for some more time for people to join, because I'm going to address either from my life experience, either on leadership, money or happiness. And if you guys have any question, let me know. Okay. So hi Sridhar, hi, how are you? Thank you for joining today. Now, you are seeing a very beautiful background. That's the Himalayas picture. That's called the Valley of Flowers. Hi, Jacqueline. Thank you for joining. Here is the first question for me. Raghav Gupta is asking how to finish tension. And Jack is asking, how are you? Fantastic. Thank you for asking me this question. Okay. Now, at the background of my picture, you are seeing an amazing valley of flowers, the beautiful Himalayas, because on Saturday morning, I am going with a group of 28 people to Himalayas as an annual happiness retreat. So I was just preparing and packing myself and getting myself ready, giving the instructions to everyone, what to take, what not to take. So I was just recollecting my last year journey. And every year I go to this Himalayas, a place called Valley of Flowers and Hemkund. Whenever I go there for one reason. Number one, the whole year you've been working very hard, and obviously since you are in the public life and you're helping lots of people, people praise you, they appreciate you a lot. Okay, sometimes it gets inside your head. Okay? And as you proceed on a daily basis, sometimes there is a possibility for your ego also to bloat up. For me, going to Himalayas is a beautiful ego buster activity, because the minute you go and stand in front of the Himalaya, you are just a small speck of the whole dust. Okay, when you stand in front of the mighty Himalayas, you will find that you are no one in compared to the nature. So that dumps the whole ego. And also, it's the first 30 minutes is only the physical activity, and after that, it's purely your mental willpower and your emotional strength and vairagya. So, it's also an opportunity for you to cross the limitation, overcome the barriers and limitation of your own self, and start looking at yourself, that is, you are bigger and better than whoever you are. Okay, so you're teasing people at the moment at Himalayas. Yes, Ganeshan, yes, you missed it this year. Hope you don't miss it next year. Okay, so that's one of the beautiful thing I learned it from Himalayas. And since I'm going to Himalayas, I'm going to talk a little bit about Himalayas, because what I learned there is, when you're walking in Himalayas, what happens is, once in a while you may have to just take a still break. That means you can't continuously walk. Altitude is also higher and you can't walk faster. So you may have to stand still for some time, just take some breath. Even the ponies over there do the same. Okay. Sridhar, yes, you can join me in the Himalayas next year. I will share with you the details. Keep following me in Facebook. Please join next year. So in life also, you can't continuously do action after action after action. Once in a while, you may have to take a pause. You may have to stand still. Okay. take few breaths, become more mindful of people around you, the situation around you. It's a beautiful holy pause. Okay, so that's the reason why even every day, even throughout the day, every 90 minutes I take a holy pause. I call that as a holy pause. That means stop doing everything, just stand still, do nothing, relax yourself and proceed further. And that's what I have learned even the Himalayas trip. And you will be helping a lot of people on the journey. Even unknown people will always come and help you, because that's where the pure awareness and compassion comes into people. So if you are a human being, I will always say that you should visit at least once Himalayas, because it's an amazing place which teaches you a lot about who you are, because leadership is all about who you ultimately are and how much you can influence the other person. So with this, let me go to the question which people are asking. Oh, they have different varieties of advices people are asking me. So let me first take with the first question. Someone asked me the first question, how to, okay, I don't know what to mean by how to finish tension. Okay, now let's understand tension. What is tension? Tension is nothing but the gap between what you want and what is actually happening. Okay, if the gap is little bigger and bigger and bigger, that is your expectation and what is happening in reality. If that becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, the tension increases. Okay, so how do you handle a tension? Number one, drop the expectation. That means don't have any expectation on anyone or anything. Just go with the flow. Okay, this may look like philosophy, but in reality, will it happen? I don't know. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it may not happen. So then let's look at the other way. Why do you want to get tensed? So because you're not thinking very effectively, you're not putting enough oxygen to your brain to process the situation and respond accordingly. So it's very important that you have to understand why this tension is happening, from where this tension is coming inside you. If you observe very closely, the tension is because of one thought inside you. Only one thought would have triggered the tension. So I would request you to just stand still, take a pause, and just go back in your memory lane and find out what is that one thought that triggered this emotion which is causing you the stress and tension. That's the second way. Third way, stop doing everything. Just close your eyes, sit and do breathing for 5-10 minutes, relax yourself, and then proceed further. It becomes easier for you to finish the tension. Okay, so let me go to the next question. Okay, here we have a question from Vishwatosh Datta. Sir, does our past mistakes define us? Good question, Bishwa. If you look very closely, life is nothing but series of mistakes we have done. Okay, series of decisions. Life is series of decisions, series of actions, and from where does these things come? From mistakes. Now, does a mistake define you? It's up to you whether you want to make that as a defining moment or you want that as a sobering moment. Every mistake teaches us something in life. There are no failures in life. There are only feedback or a result. If you perform it this way, this is the result you will get. So obviously, is it going to be a mistake which is defining you? If you are going to learn from every mistake, it is going to become a defining moment. But only one request, Vishwa, don't repeat the same mistake. Try to commit new mistakes. That's the most important part. Okay, and let's go to the next question. Okay, guys, if you have just joined us live, for the next 20 minutes, I'm going to talk and I'm going to answer any of your questions with respect to leadership, money, or happiness. Shoot the question. I will put the question on the screen and I will show you. Kelly has asked a beautiful question. How to get my clients feel that they paid me for the fees they are worthwhile? Thank you, Kelly. I know that there are many coaches and trainers have the same problem. They don't know how to put a value to the service that they are rendering. It's very important. Yesterday, even in my Teachers Are Leaders Mastermind community, where I'm working closely with 11 coaches and trainers, helping them to build a coaching company. Even yesterday, one of my client asked me this question: how do I make them feel the value that I'm bringing it into the table? And that's where you understand. Many clients, they have no idea what exactly is their problem is. So when you're talking to your client, before you talk about your price, allow them to speak more. Okay, a coach is someone who asks questions and don't give solutions. Okay, so when you start asking lots of questions, tell me what is your current situation, tell me where you want to go in life, and what is the roadblocks or challenges you are. So keep on asking questions until all these three is there in front of the table in front of them. The minute it comes in front of them, an aha moment, an awareness bulb clicks inside them. Okay, because as a coach, before you offer your service, it's our responsibility to kindle them intellectually on their problem and simultaneously feel the problem that they are representing. Many people have no idea what is their actual problem is. So when you are as a coach helping them to understand the problem effectively, and since you're sitting in front of them, they're just waiting for you to tell, they're just waiting to ask the question, how can you help me? And that is where you have to offer. And always remember, it is not the cost of the service that you're offering. Okay, what is the cost of not taking the service? When you can highlight that part of it, they will feel really worth of whatever you are suggesting. Okay, so I hope that answered your question, Kelly. Let me go to the next question. Okay, Hemavati is asking me this question. My mind is empty but thoughts are very disturbing. Yes, Hemavati, let me be very clear and honest with you. No one in the world is manufacturing a thought. Okay, no one is manufacturing a thought. It just comes up, it just streams in, like how this Facebook live is getting streamed inside on the Facebook. Every thought is getting streamed in. Okay, so that will be always be there. It's like you standing on a bus stop, okay, and watching a traffic. Okay, suddenly you saw a Jaguar car, you jump in the car and go along with it. And suddenly you saw an ambassador, you jump into that. Suddenly you saw a bus, you jumped into that. Right now we are living life like this by chasing every thought, or we're getting attracted and pulled to every thought. The real way to live is understand that thoughts are streaming in, you are not manufacturing the thought. Number one. Number two, stand in the bus stop and start observing the traffic that is moving in front of you. That means start observing the thought that is moving in front of you. When you observe that the thoughts are happening in my mind, you don't get attached with the thoughts. Obviously, the thoughts will not disturb you. Right now, the thoughts are disturbing is because you are connecting the thought to a particular feeling or a situation or a memory which is causing you that particular disturbance. So that happens only when you stop practicing certain kind of a breathing. Start practicing breathing exercise. Start practicing meditation. And get into a daily ritual of any kind of a religious or a spiritual activity where you will understand that I am not the thoughts. Okay, so just start practicing this and you will see an amazing change in the way your mind starts playing tricks with you. Okay, what are the high income skills? Okay, now let me just go to the next question. We have a question from okay, so Sridhar asked me a beautiful question. Does money define happiness or happiness brings money? Okay, very interesting question. Sometime back I was asked this in a forum, and someone asked me, is money is happiness? If you ask me the question, yes, 100% money is happiness. But how? See, when you want to buy a thing, okay, say for example today I went and bought a new phone, okay. Until I was buying the phone, there was an eagerness in buying the new phone, okay. So there is a little bit of excitement happens when you want to buy, because you need to have money to buy things in your life. Whether you like it or not, ladies and gentlemen, money is a necessary and evil monster that we have all created, and our life depends on it. So if you are like me, having enough social responsibilities and family responsibilities, then obviously it is our moral responsibility to make more money to help more people. So with the money, if I have to buy things in my life, until I go and buy the thing, there is a little bit of excitement. And when you get the thing in your hand, first 1 hour, half an hour, 1 day, the excitement is there. But the second day, and the third day, and the fourth day, the excitement goes down and the pleasure goes down. And after 1 week or so, even the latest iPhone X is not interesting to you. But money can bring happiness in one way. Instead of buying things in your life, start buying experiences in your life. When you buy experience, that probably that vacation with your family, okay, probably that beautiful resort you went and stayed with your family and invested on your children, doing that adventure activity, or even going for an Himalaya trekking like this. These are all memorable experiences. Whenever you recall that particular memory, your body is again filled with enough happy hormones and chemicals. So happiness brings. So money can bring happiness, and the more you are happier, what happens is your mind becomes very calm and poised. Your clarity of thinking goes up. Your decision making becomes very accurate. You can predict the situation. You can analyze the pattern, thereby that helps you in making the right choice. Thereby you earn more money. The more the happier in my life, I am making more and more money. So happiness brings more money in your life, and happiness is the best gift you can give to anyone. I hope, Sridhar, that answered your question. If so, please answer. Okay, now here we have Geeta Iyer is asking, I own a school, is there anything which I have to do on a daily basis? Geeta, yes, you are doing a noble service by opening up a school, because you are dealing with little children, okay? And the children are the future of the nation. And I was giving a talk in one of the leading colleges here last week, and I was chatting with the HOD, the head of the department, and she was telling me, Murali, you should start teaching happiness to children, because whatever you're teaching, you have to start from the younger age, because at that young age the mind is absolutely in an absorbent stage, and whatever you say as a teacher, they're ready to absorb. So Geeta, the number one job that you have to do is, remember, you are not running a school, you are doing the most responsible activity in your life. So become more responsible. Just imagine, each and every kid that you are seeing in your school is going to change the future of the whole nation, or we don't know, millions of lives ahead. So as a teacher, you need to continuously empower your compassion, your leadership skills, because the more you develop compassion, you will start seeing that in the children also. The more you start developing your leadership skills, you will see the same with the kids also. Okay, so there are a lot more things I can cover, but since the question is little maybe I don't know whether you're asking what should you do on a daily basis. Probably you should start practicing yourself, calm yourself, because children can quickly get your emotions and feelings. They can quickly identify your emotion and feeling, and if you're unhappy, they will immediately get that. If you feel jittery, they also feel jittery. So you need to be very calm and composed when you're dealing with children. Probably practice any kind of a calming technique. Okay, I hope that helps. Please do answer if you like that. Okay, money is okay, Anand has a very interesting question. Money is my big problem right now, because my income stopped suddenly. I don't know what to do because of my business loss. Anand, if there is a business loss you have right now, I have suffered enough losses in my life. Okay, but every time you fail, it's not how many times you fail, how quickly you stand up and move faster. Okay. So instead of thinking about the failure, instead of thinking about the past incidents, ask ourselves, what can I do right now? Don't ask why this has happened in my life. Don't ask the why question. If you are asking the why question, I know what will happen. If the minute you start asking why question, your mind will only throw all the blaming, and it goes into the history and starts blaming either you or your partners or your staff or your clients. It can be anything. So obviously don't ask the question why. Always ask the question, what can I do now? Okay. Always ask the question, what is that I can do right now in my life to get out of this particular money problem? Remember, the world's highest paying job is thinking. Use your thinking faculty. Take help from people. Go around, get rid of all your shame and guilt and ego. Just go around, honestly tell that I'm right now going through this crisis. Can you help me? Okay, ask for help. This is the time where you're supposed to ask for help. If you have a mentor, go and talk to your mentor. Your mentor will give you some fantastic solution. Remember, there is nothing called business loss. I know that little bit of money loss is there. I understand, because I've lived that life. But continue to do the work again and again. Continue to do the good work that you can do and help more people. Money will always come. But keep your mind always positive, because the minute your mind goes negative, it goes into a complete depression. Okay, so it's very important how you keep your mind happy and healthy right now. Okay, and let me just check out with any other questions you guys have today. If you guys have any other question, please do post here and I will answer your question. I have 10 more minutes to complete this Facebook Live. I hope you guys are enjoying this particular Facebook Live. So if you are enjoying this, watching this live, you can actually share this Facebook on your timeline, so that your friends also will get benefited by watching this Facebook Live. And I think, thank you very much. I think many of you guys are asking continuously a lot of questions on happiness and leadership and on money. It's very, very important in our life that why do we live and why do we do all these things, so that we can be very happy. Whatever we do in life, we are doing it because we want to be happy in our life and we want our family to be happy. Okay, Kalpana has a question now. How do we focus and achieve the desired results in work atmosphere? Okay, thanks Kalpana for asking that question. Now, there are two questions here. One, how do I focus? Focus is something which you can't explain in words. It's a particular state of mind. For that, you need to practice calming, do breathing exercise, and before you go to office, write your daily journal or a to-do list of what are the top 3 things that I want to achieve today. Top 3 activities that you want to do. Once you get inside the office, don't start with your work. Okay, take few minutes of deep breathing, relax yourself, and then do it. And number 2, don't work continuously. Every 90 minutes, take a 10-minute break, 5 minutes to 10-minute break. During the break, just get out of your chair, move around the room, drink some water, probably if possible, put some music and dance, do whatever you want, so that the next 90 minutes, you have the full energy and attention for the 90 minutes. Many people end up in doing a 90-minute jobs in a 4-hour because the fuel is not supplied over here. So that's the reason you need to practice. Super productive leaders always practice breathing. Every 90 minutes they focus. Even some of them I know, they stop every 1 hour, they stop and take 1 minute of deep breathing exercise, supply enough petrol, that's the oxygen, to the brain. Thereby the next 59 minutes they can focus more, because only with your focus quotient you can achieve the results that you want. So be very clear what is the result that you want to achieve. If you have a supervisor as a boss, be very clear, crystal clear if possible, in writing what exactly is expected out of you. That is one challenge I see in many corporate companies. Either the manager doesn't know or the subordinate doesn't know what exactly is the result am I getting measured over here. So be very clear what is the desired output or the result that you are supposed to produce on a monthly basis, quarterly basis, even on a daily basis. So before you go to work, be very clear. Thereby you can stay focused. And one more happiness tip, since you are at the work atmosphere, start blessing people who are there with you. Okay, whenever you meet people, bless them for becoming more happier and productive. Remember, everyone in the work atmosphere, they are all like you, searching for happiness. Everyone are like you in their own way. They are trying to become happy, trying to solve their problems in their life. So bless everyone whom you meet. Mentally send a thank you note to everyone whom you know in your office. Okay, maybe do some random kinds of activity, random acts of kindness, and put a small chocolate in somebody's table. Thereby that gives them some happiness. Do some varieties of happiness activity instead of doing the same boring routine activity. Do a little, break some of the pattern and come up with something new. Okay, I hope, Kalpana, that would have helped you. And can you give me some, Sridhar is asking, can you give me some high income skills to learn that can sustain minimum for a decade till life? Hey guys, there is only one way to make money. That's the highest paid job in the world, is thinking. The person who can think very clearly makes more money, not the guy who is doing. Okay, so it's very important that you have to think of how to make more money. If you're working in a company, how do you think you can make more money? By adding value to your organization. If you are right now, just imagine that you are making only 2 lakh rupees per month and you equate that money and I'll put only this many hours of work. No, instead of doing that, see how you can solve the problem of your company. Find out the problem. Go and ask your boss, what is the biggest problem that you're facing, and go and find the answer for the problem. The minute you solve problems for your own organization, you climb the ladder faster and faster. That's the fastest way to make more money. If you're working in a company, if you're starting your own business, start solving your customer's problem. If you start solving your customer's problem, you will make lots and lots of money. So problem solving is all about money making. So if you're solving a small problem, you make small money. You solve a big problem, you make big money. So based on that, Sridhar, make a choice whether you want to make money through business or you want to make money through working in a company. Okay, I hope that solves the activities. Geeta says, happiness activities are interesting. I'm also thinking about it. Yes, absolutely, Geeta. There are lots of ways, like I just shared with you, random acts of kindness. Just at least when you go into the office, not till you go and sit in your desk, start smiling at all the people whom you look at. Just smile at them. Say good morning to them. Surprisingly, you will find that everyone put a smile. The best gift in the world you can give is you being happy. The minute you smile, the instant reaction of any human being is also smiling. So when they smile, in their human body, happy hormones are all created. So thereby at least they stay happy for a little longer time. So remember, those give, realize more happiness. So the more you give happiness to other people, you also become more happier. Okay. So if you guys like this particular video, so far many of you guys are with me for the last half an hour. If you guys like this, please do comment how was this Facebook Live, and if you guys have any questions, you can ask, because I have another 4 minutes to go. And if you guys have not shared this Facebook Live so far, now is the time where you can share this Facebook on your timeline, so that's one way to gift happiness to your friends and family. Now, I just started a new movement because I realized that because my mission in life is to impact 1 billion people, to become more happier, energetic, lighter and prosperous. But later I realized, how do I reach 1 billion people? Okay, I quickly realized that it's possible that if I can create some world-class teachers and coaches in the world, and they can in turn impact 1 million people, the goal of 1 billion is achieved. Because if you can impact 1 billion people, the whole planet can be impacted. Because I personally believe that teachers are the real leaders in the world, and they only can bring the profound transformation. So if you guys are into coaching or training business, or you are planning to start something like that, I created a new forum called Teachers Are Leaders. And this is a free Facebook community I've created to help people to become a better teacher, better coach, better trainer, to impact millions of lives. So with my last 2 decades of experience, I'm already started sharing lots and lots of valuable tips and techniques of how they can go and transform the life. So if you are someone who believes that there is a huge mess in your life, and that mess can become a message and help millions of people outside, you should be part of this particular. I invite you to be part of this particular community. It's a free community, but it's a closed community. When you click join over there, it is going to ask you 3 questions. Only when you answer the question, the admin approves you to be part of this community. So please remember to answer those 3 questions. Oh, Mitran has asked a beautiful question. Mitran, let me put the question over here. What is the purpose of life? Mitran, life, there is no purpose in life. Don't chase for purpose of life. Live life fully. Okay, if you can just understand life fully, that is the biggest purpose in life. Many people are trying to tell you that you need to find your purpose in life, you need to do that. What is that if I don't get the purpose in life? Okay, so that's the reason living life fully can be a purpose in life. Just go and live every moment, every second of your living for the benefit of others. You will find life is absolutely beautiful. You will realize your true purpose in life by that. Okay, that's the shortest answer I can give. I can still speak on this topic for a long time. And Geeta has asked me the question. This is going to be the last question. Can you suggest leadership qualities? The number 1 leadership quality is clarity. Okay, as a leader, you should be ruthlessly clear of what you want to achieve, and you should be ruthlessly clear in explaining this to others, to your people with whom you are working for. So clarity is a number 1 leadership skill. Number 2, you need to have a vision, and you need to know how to influence your teammates on that particular vision. Okay, and number 3, building a solid culture of your organization. The culture of your organization, since you are running a school, the culture what exactly is the culture that you are building in your school, among your school teachers, among your staff, among your kids. The culture will determine how successful the school will be. And risk taking is one of the most important leadership quality. I just learned it from Velumani of Thyrocare. Romancing with risk is one of the leadership quality. Okay, so that is something which you can look at. So there are multiple varieties of leadership quality. I will strongly recommend you to read the book of John Maxwell. Okay, 21 leadership qualities of. Just Google it. You will find out every quality is a gem, and he gives you varieties of answers. path how you can achieve this quality. Just follow this leader. I personally follow this great leadership coach in the world, the leadership guru of the world, John C. Maxwell. Just Google him, you will find. Okay, one book I will suggest you is Developing the Leader Within You. Is an amazing book by John Maxwell. Just buy the book, read the book and implement it. You will find some amazing result. Okay, so I think with this the time is absolutely gone. Half an hour just like that passed. I sincerely thank each one of you for watching this Facebook Live. And now is the time for you guys to comment below how was this particular Facebook Live, and did you get some benefit out of this Facebook Live? If the benefit was, just share and comment below. And one more request, please do share this particular Facebook Live on your timeline and gift happiness to all your friends in your timeline. So till I see you guys in the next Facebook Live, tada, bye-bye, see you, because I'm going to Himalayas for the next 9 days. I'm going to have full fun and I'm going to get myself refreshed and rejuvenated, and I will see you back with yet another Facebook Live. If I get some good mobile signals, I will shoot some Facebook live videos from there and post it from there. So till the time, thank you very much, tada, bye-bye, see you and good night.